Namaste, Baba.
Namaste.
Just wanted to be home, totally home.
You want to be home. Yes. You want to be home because you came from there. You cannot want to be someplace you've not been. What distance is home from you?
I don't know.
Well, if there's distance, it's only a distance of thoughts. Distance created by thought. And if you want to be home, and it's not merely coming out of an emotional moment, but a persistent urge or yearning inside yourself for freedom. And home need not be a physical place. It means to be centered in your being. That's true home. That you are comfortable wherever you are. You see, body or bodiless. Then I would say, and if the opportunity arose now,
Yes.
anyone can do this, because I can say to you, if right now you are ready to just leave aside all your thoughts about your life for a moment, because we do tend to carry this basket of concepts around with us about how we are, how life is, and how things should be. If you can leave that just for a moment aside, and any thought about past and future and so on, for this brief time with me that we're talking now, just leave everything aside for a moment, as though you are emptying your inner space. So concerns about future, concerns about past, concerns about who you believe you are, all these things, just leave that alone. All the titles and intentions and responsibilities for a moment, just leave them aside for just this duration we're talking. Then, if at the end of my guidance with you, you want them back, I give you them back.
I don't need it.
Okay, so you leave everything like this for a moment. And even the idea now, like, yes, I'm waiting to go home. Even this, just leave this for a moment. Just be really empty. Anybody can follow this one. Leave everything aside for a moment, including even the feeling, the most intimate knowing, the sense I, and what is the content of I. When you say I, what is the content of this I, whoever you're considering yourself to be at this moment, to leave everything. So you're totally empty, beyond even the concept of emptying or emptiness. I want you to come to this place first. In answer to your question, in answer to your desire, leave everything, be totally empty for now. And then we can see what you really need back from what you've left aside. Okay? It need not take long, and you can do this. So your idea that, okay, because the mind is restless for what's the next fix, what's the next feeling, okay, now what? Now. And so there's this restlessness. So also this, you don't pay attention to it. If the thoughts are coming and so on, they're just, doesn't matter, don't engage with them for now. Later. Now, no, nothing. You're not open for business with any kind of feeling or thought or sensation. You can be aware of them, but don't combine them with yourself. Now, as you feel you're in this space of emptiness, if you want, you can raise your hand and show. Just that you leave it. Don't look if anybody else is doing it. Just you yourself, as you feel that somehow, yes, it's okay. I'm empty. Even my name I'm not carrying. Just for a moment, just be able to leave it. Very good. and you're not waiting for what is going to come. Okay, we're not trading here. So you're just in a state of emptiness now. I think more hands could go up. You can do this. Don't let your mind tell you you cannot do it. So just like that, somehow somehow you're emptying of everything as much as you can see or something. Don't combine yourself with anything at all. You can do this completely. And you're not waiting for anything. Ground zero. Okay. Very good. Stay like this. Now you see, you're not suppressing or controlling your senses. They're staying open as they naturally function. There's no harm there. Okay? And you're not picking up anything new. You put everything down. You're not picking up one thing. Don't pick up one pebble of a thought. Are you in an unbearable state? As you are. If you're finding that this is disappointing discovery, then you may put your hand down. Are you in a state of any form of suffering or anxiety?
No.
No. If you're in any form of anxiety or any state of agitation, you can put your hand down. But if you're still empty and making no effort to be empty, simply by not combining or going with the tendency to pick up any thought and to combine yourself with anything. Don't associate or even combine with any idea about your person or your body or anything. Just simply remain in this empty space and no name space. Is there anything wrong here? Is there any way you feel, well, it's okay here, but as soon as I go out, it will be different? Don't touch that thought. It is only a thought. So you're contamination free from such thoughts. Now tell me how long you can stay like this.
Every time.
Yes. How much calories are you burning up to be like this? How much energy? How exhausted are you to stay like this?
Nothing.
Yes. This is your natural state of mind and being. But there are some people, some little gremlins waiting for you. It's almost as though something is not permitting you to simply stay as this. Try and see what they are. Some thoughts will come and say, yeah, well, it's fine now because you're in Satsang or you're at the temple or something. But of course you cannot be like this when you have children. Of course you cannot be like this, when you've got work to do and it's kind of like, it's Friday evening and there's still things to be done. You cannot have this peace. Why not? Why not? Is there any condition here in this space, Is there any condition? Does the space that you are say, this is fine, but don't go into the city? There's no condition being experienced coming from this place. Everything is suggestions that come in the form of thoughts, and the habit to believe certain kind of thoughts, and to take yourself to be a certain kind of person. And that will gradually somehow eclipse this beautiful space that you are. Or a thought may come and say, yes, it's fine when you're relaxed and you're home and it's kind of, you light some incense and that's your moment. No, it is not. No, it is not. If I can bring again even the story of Lord Krishna and Arjuna on the edge of battle even. On the edge of battle, they are both there and two armies about to charge at each other. Can you imagine how tense a situation that can be? You leave your family behind, your children, you may never see them again. And you're going to fight another army of people you kind of know. And it's not a computer game. I mean, this is really blood and sword and arrows, and this is a. And what happened at this most tense moment? Arjuna had satsang with Krishna. The most unsatsang-like environment you would imagine. Like, hey, Arjuna, I would love to share you the deeper truth, give you my highest teaching, but it's a bit tense here. If we survive, we'll go to up in one of the hill stations where it's nice and cool, and I will impart to you my highest teaching. They did not say that. Right there in the midst of the most tense human situation, they shared the intimacy of truth. And every human being will have their battle. If you don't say, this should not be, or how can I keep my peace then you defeat yourself, so to speak. You stay as you are now. You may have to train yourself to remember this, but this remembering is different, because as you remember, so you are. It's not you remember and then you have to try and do. No, as you remember, you find you are. That is immediate. Has this peace, this feeling in you, has it gone? No. Well, in some people it has already gone. Simply because they think, exercise finished, good, fine. I'll just take back my little traumas. It was a nice exercise, Mooji. I'll practice it on Wednesday when I'm free or whatever. But if you are genuine, which I sense you are in your request, then you'll pay attention to this. In fact, how simple it can be to bring a chaotic state of being into the heart. Heavy-duty mindset into no mind. Agitation into peace. You have this power. I've just shown you how to access, and you follow this. And as you persist in it, what will happen? You'll begin to enjoy. You'll enjoy being able to come to this place without moving 1 centimeter. You have done it. You do like this. And the more you sit with that, I call that, in fact, true self-respect. Bring your attention steady. Confirm your true place. Continue doing what you have to do, your daily work. It should not create any conflict in you. And by itself, you will find in a short time that spontaneously your mind is staying in the heart. And these notions like, oh, I want to be home, you will know that this and home are synonymous. It is the same thing. When you're happy and sitting in the right place, you are home.